But that's going to bring up Shavdatuashvili of Georgia versus against Choe of this is the North Korean. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Jumped the gun there. And we'll see who Bolin took out there. And that looks like that was probably Prestes from Uruguay.
Well, these two going through a little bit of a feeling out phase still. No one willing to commit to a grip.
Well, as I said earlier in the webcast, the North Korean women looked pretty good yesterday.
Yep. Both these guys hanging off one-handed. They're going to get pinged now.
Yep. And here we go. And one just goes to blue.
On the basis, probably going backwards.
Ah. A different criterion.
Well, what you're doing is you're saying, okay, they're both not gripping, but is one trying to get the other hand,
right? And
the other guy's not allowing it because he's moving backwards, right? So he's been more negative.
More negative. Well, as you were giving that explanation, the Georgian picks up his own penalty. So now we're all even, and this looks bad for blue.
New coat.
With the height in that position, I thought the Georgian could have rotated a little bit more and gotten a Wazadi out of that.
Was pretty close to it, but here we go.
Position-wise, I mean, I guess he didn't quite get it deep enough on the shoulder blades, perhaps.
No. It was more on the small of the back, which tends to be called Yuko.
We won't say the K word.
There's no such thing.
No such thing.
As a coca.
It doesn't exist anymore. Thing of the past.
And I don't think we ever missed it.
No.
When it went?
Nope.
There are some instances where you get a clear throw and it lands on the bum. Okay. But a lot of cokers were just sort of falling down pushes, you know. They weren't a throw in the sense of a technique. Yeah. You did something with the athlete, but it wasn't really technically thrown. And the key thing is that we don't miss it. And look at both these guys, extreme angles, not committing with their arm. A bit of one-handed judo. Oh. Yeah, another Yukoshin. Yep. And the North Korean was good to get out of that position because he was in a very vulnerable position, the Tommy there, for a bit there. Oh. Beautiful Ashiwaza right there. Yeah. Funny thing was he actually didn't have a grip then either. Yes. He was pushing on that across the neck. But he's dominating with That's work. Yep. So I think the Georgian's got to the stage where he's figured out this guy has nothing really to worry me, and I can be a bit more committed to gripping. That's right. Or do Ashiwaza with no real grip, one-handed grip. Yeah, but he used his body weight well in that. I'm looking for the Georgian to come inside and pull off one of those big Uranages or something like that. Tanetoshi. Yeah, he's kind of abusing the Korean now. Yeah. No, he's you know, you can tell by his actions that he's saying, okay, I can take it to him now. I don't need to be as circumspect. There's no risk involved, right? The trouble is with these guys, especially North Koreans, you don't see them that much, so you have no context for them. Right. Other than the first 2 minutes of the fight. Yes. Difficult to scout an opponent who
has a tendency not to show up for international events.
That's right. He's not actually all over YouTube.
Yes. So with a trio of penalties to blue, just one to white, 2 Yukos for white.
I'll be surprised if this gets to the end.
Look at that. That's,
of the
yeah.
He's given up.
Yeah.
He just can't foot it with this guy from Georgia.
He's out of gas, I think, physically and mentally. We'll see as they ask them to tie up their kits. I think this is going to be it.
Yeah, here it goes.
There we go.
Yeah, fight of 2 halves, 2 minutes of nothing, and then domination by Georgia.
Yep. Well, like you said, I think once he realized there was no risk involved,
he can afford to be a little bit more attacking.
Exactly. Okay, Nagekomi practice, right. Here we go. This was that first Yuko.
Next fight at mat 2.
You'll see, just on that, he's actually got his going for the hand, but enough to distract the guy over. So
right there, the North Korean did a good job of rolling out before the Georgia could finish it off with some front.
Now, next fight is a good one. Oates from Great Britain versus Sobirov of Uzbekistan.